match number 5 would see the bring your own weapons match, as SXW favourite, a man I've personally had the pleasure of chopping, the monster Mordecai Shaw, would take on deathmatch icon Alton Thorne. That's right, we had Alton Thorne back in CXW. Thoroughly looking forward to this one. Now, initially, Shaw would overpower Thorne, who'd be like, he's a big boy, isn't he? But Thorne would deliver some chops to Shaw, who would seem unfazed, and Shaw would hit the shoulder tackle takedown. He would shove Thorne literally to the ground. So Thorne would grab hold of the kendo stick. He'd unleash some shots, but Shaw was still unfazed until a kick to the nuts, which I don't care if you're a monster, you're still a man, and that would phase any man. And then Thorne would put on the glove that had tacks on it, grab hold of the nuts. He'd then rub it over his head and grab hold of a paddle that was full of tacks to the head, to the butt. A paddle that had gussets on it. Then he would literally stick that into Shaw's head, busting him wide open. Then hit a sidewalk slam for a 1-fall. He'd then grab hold of a Darth Vader mask that had tacks all over it. He'd hit a top rope headbutt. Thorne for a near fall. He'd hit a running chair drop for a near fall. And grab hold of the cactus that had spikes all over it. And then hit a choke slam onto the cactus for a near fall. Sorry, Mordecai Shaw grabbed hold of the cactus, hit the choke slam onto the cactus for a near fall. He'd then grab hold of the chair that was wrapped in barbed wire, hit a springboard elbow drop for a near fall. He wedged the chair in the corner, but Shaw would then put the reef that was in the ring onto Thorne. He'd fire him into the chairs, grab hold of a light tube, hit a light tube shot. Then we'd see there was a light tube bundle wrapped in barbed wire as well. Another vicious one. We'd even see Alton Thorne hit a drop toe hold on Mordecai Shaw onto a monster truck, and then he would grab hold of the clipboard that Essex Rescue had provided and absolutely launch it at Shaw. He'd then grab hold of there was spiked babies, literally covered in spikes, like baby dolls, and he'd unleash that to Shaw's head before delivering a pile driver to pick up a pinfall victory. Absolute carnage, chaos. This one, ridiculous. Bring your own weapons. Some of these fans are absolutely deranged with the weapons they made. I was happy just to see my clipboard used, but Clippy, poor old Clippy number 1 got used. But wow, some very inventive bring your own weapons for this one, and these two opponents made sure they made good use of every single one of them. Now, Shaw's new to the deathmatch scene, but he seems to love to bleed. This is the monstrous side of him, and having gone against an icon, he held his own for the most part. He definitely did. He's definitely built for this sort of surroundings. He was in his he was in his white boiler suit, which was not white by the end of the match, I can tell you that much. But he put on an epic showing, pushing an icon in Thorne right to the very limits in this match. Now, Thorne up against a monster, he utilised every weapon available to him. Absolutely fantastic showing from him, and he did what he had to do to pick up the pinfall victory. That vile pile driver at the end absolutely secured the victory for him, but what an epic showing by him. If you ever get a chance to see either of these two in action, I thoroughly recommend you go check out The Brutality. Go check them out live for yourselves.